Phillips. Michael Brown was first. Oh no, Catherine K for silver. I was expecting it again. Good morning at Dash. How are we? How is everyone? Going all right? I'm doing all right. Actually, I'm a bit low today. It seems to be very low. What am I doing wrong? Oh mate, doesn't matter. There's the sky. Hey, we're live. I did yell out, but you're all too busy talking. Good morning there, Corey. Morning all. What's the time? We got plenty of time.
9:30.
Well, 9:30. Oh, we're timely then. We're just on time. Welcome to the National Rock Garden, Dix. Barrenjoey Road, Canberra. We're going to make our proclamation of the Governor General expose the 28 names of pedophiles you're protecting as identified by the Wood Royal Commission 1995-1997. It's a different phone today. I'm looking at the camera. Is over that side? Yeah, on that side there. It is over there. Yep, we'll do it again. More of the same. Obviously not ready to go on camera, but yeah, we'll keep doing this. Keep holding the overt line. Wait for the people to awake and get amongst it. So many Australians right across the country joining in whichever capacity they can, and really appreciate their fight and their spirit, because we can't all just do the same. There's so many fronts to fight. Yeah, all eyes on the New South Wales election this weekend, where many of the free independents, the people that actually care about freedom and the sanctity of children and want to hold the government accountable for their treachery and treason, they are right in the picture of play, waiting for your support, New South Wales, to be voted in. The A1 ticket would be the first one that I'd be putting on that electoral bit of paper for your number one vote. Dave Guru Graham and Mr. Ricardo Bosi and their A1 ticket. You've also got Jackie George and Franco, but I think they've got 18 on the ticket. But let's just try and get these guys a gig. So if you're in New South Wales and participating in the election, I'd love to see you guys be brave enough to vote in those people there. They'll make a difference. But anyway, that's all the eyes. We get to watch that across Australia. We'll get to see the all the speeches, and our mate Sean is running for the Senate, the shooters, fishers and farmers. And all the very best to him too, as he tries to awaken the people to the deceit in this country and try to make a difference. Oh, he's got a sock.
Oh, we're not even plugged in. I bet
We're not even plugged in. Plugged in. Plugged in. What are we doing? Oh no, well, you have to take it.
I'll get the other plug. Yeah, I'll get mine.
We got more. Fully take it. Oh yeah, plug me in. Hook me up. Hey, I'm out. Oh, put it down. This is going to be great. I'm going to have so much tech on here. Battery packed up. We should run out of battery today. Sick tired. Yeah. Wiring job too. Got a little wiring loom going on here. You see that? 90%.
There we go. We're charging.
Charging. Fully charged. We've got a new person here today. Not a real camera person. Doesn't want to be on camera. Old mate. He's one of our digital digs. I've met him before. Mr. John Anderson. He normally comes up on the digital digs as John Anderson, but he's a live one. He's over here. He's been chewing my ear off all morning. He's over there in his car boiling vinegar. He thinks by boiling vinegar will clear the sky of the chemtrails. I'm not one to know otherwise. I'd give it a crack, mate. So he's thinking like around 10:30 that the sky should clear by him boiling vinegar. I'm not one to say otherwise, so good on him. But he's definitely wide awake. But we're all very eccentric, aren't we? Oh well, so here we go. It looks like I feel like I'm leaning down today. Don't look up. yeah, vinegar, and he's given us a. He said a website to look at is, was it howbad.info? Howbad.info. I haven't checked it out yet, but he reckons that's a good website, and you can even trace things like batch numbers of jibber jab pharmaceutical poisons. Yeah, but anyway, still got a little cooker on top. Oh, turn around. There he is, standing proud. A little cooker. Oh, he's not focusing. Why can't we focus on you? Can we focus on you? Oh, cooker. You gotta focus. Oh, this way. Oh, there he is. He just doesn't like the side view. Front towards enemy, he says. Nice work, cooker. Corey's doing business. Actually, I'll go around the back of the van here. Who's that? Doing work for the trees. Oh, Magpie's just taken off with a bit of sausage. Opportune targets go on, he says. Oh, kettle's boiling away. Maybe. Got to put the whistle down. That's what happens when you don't put the whistle down. Coffee tomorrow. Finished it today, mate. There you are. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Dan, Tildas, Catherine K, Mars on again. Rosalie, Brenda, Amanda, Michael. Don't you call him a duck? And good morning, Katie. How are you all? Great day. This is a new camera, a new phone here. I haven't used this phone. This is the phone they generally use when I'm not here, so I'll put it on. It's got a nice picture, nice screen. Nice colours anyway. All the shades of green. So yeah, what's been happening? I'm a bit rough. Well, a little bit rough. I haven't had a shower for a few days and need to change my clothes and everything. We had a pretty big day yesterday. Warriors, Joel and Matthew, absolute warriors, back in Civic again, late afternoon through the peak hour as people leave their workplaces and walk straight in to see the Forest of the Fallen. It was peeing down rain, cold, miserable, and they still stayed out there and engaged with the people of Canberra. Yeah. Like, you write books about men like that, you know. Just
I'll get another zip tie.
zip tie.
Otherwise, the hotspot will just.
Oh yeah, forgot about it. Oh, that's why I put this hotspot on here to do it, and I still didn't do it. We're still on your hotspot. I won't worry about it now, but I was gonna. Yeah, because we'll lose the.
Yeah, no, leave it on this. I'll just zip tie this there. Just give me 2 seconds of context.
We're gonna need more poles. We need to have a quad pole. All the stuff to attach. But actually, if we're not using the white one here, I'll just take that one off. We just lost 2 lots of tech, just like that. Done. We've got space on the tripod now, mate. Wiring room there.
Close all this. Silence. Rotation's on.
I want to rotate.
Yeah, no, it stops the play. If I don't take rotate off, when we start playing the music, as soon as you put the thing down, it stops playing.
Playing right. Mate, tech.
It's taking us a while to get these problems sorted out. Just, yeah, I'll just get a zip tie.
Yeah, zip tie. Right. Lucky I nearly walked away from the Wi-Fi there. Wasn't gonna get in. So yeah, Warrior stuff by Christine Keane, Joel, Matthew, Corey doing the Civic thing, and then I was privileged to go out to
I'll let you finish your conversation.
yeah, no, it's all right. I was just going to talk about that My Place meeting that we had here in Canberra. That was bloody
Well,
good.
before you get into that, they've screwed Tobias. He's got to get his car. The problem is they won't let him drive it out of the yard. They refuse to drive out of the yard, so they have to get a tilt trade out of the yard. who's got to pay for that? Tobias, a man with no income. They stole his car. They're not having him charge him for the car theft. Now, to get the car out of the yard, it's either going to be tilt trade out or an AFP officer's got to drive it out. The arresting officer that actually stole his car won't go and drive it out. If we don't pay to get a tilt trade to move it out of the yard, that's only from inside the yard to outside the yard, so we can take it. They're going to put it up for auction, they reckon. They've stolen someone's car, and now it's our problem, our responsibility to get it out of the yard.
Can one of us walk in and drive it out of the yard?
No one can walk into the yard. You can't walk into the yard.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting sillier by the minute.
Silly. Like, how does this make any sense? You've stolen the thing, you get in there, you drive the damn thing out of the yard, or you pay for the damn tilt trade to get it out of the yard.
It's petty bullshit.
This is bullshit. Sorry, keep going with your story.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Well, you heard it here first on Freedom Front Canberra, didn't you? But yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's the petty bullshit we're up against constantly. Probably take bloody 20 pages of paper and signatures just even to bloody get that achieved, moving through all the different bureaucratic ranks. Ah, well, anyway. So I will figure something to buy. Grappling hook, snatch and strap. That's what, I don't know. We'll work it out. I'm just wondering if I had any coffee here. I think I still had some coffee left. There we go, here. Yeah, Mr. Bill's there, boiling his vinegar. There's a partner in the skies over there.
One more bit of tech you got, brother.
There you go. Well done. It's like a big droopy ear. Anyway, Mr. Bird on. G'day, Ma. Morning all. Concreting day today. We have our trumpet man here to help. Oh, good on yous. G'day, Dan. Trumpet Dan. Well, hopefully it's a good week and good weekend for concreters in general. General Guru Graham being one of the concreters, trying to find a place in the upper house in New South Wales election. Oh, back to the beak, looks like a duck thing. Just going to get it to leave. Over 100 freedom positive items available here. Trendworthy designs. Haven't put the flag up as yet, mate. I've been in deep conversation ever since the moment I bloody got out of the trailer. Army on the streets like Australia, yeah, such assholes, yeah. I don't have to say anything, do I? Paris police and protesters. Our show earlier had guest Bo Dave. I don't know the name, but that'd be worth looking up if Nobby's putting it out. That's on the English Constitutional show, party show. English, yeah. Sorry, I'll shut up. Yeah, that one, the English show that I watch here and there. Yeah, that one. Bo Dave, historian. Francis going off, hey? All for 2 years pension and the age. I know, it's the things that tip people over the edge, the deceit that we're screaming about and right in front of our eyes, and yet it takes something like that. They should have done it when it was 55, mate. We'd be there by now, you know. From 55 to 60, we should have been all on the streets then. But yeah, suddenly now it's an issue. And you're right, mate. Like, anyway, Melissa Bird, you on? I haven't seen Melissa Bird on yet. Anyway, I was privileged to join her and the people as a part of My Place in Canberra. So this is My Place. I know it's working in Victoria. Carl Leibold is an ambassador for My Place, and Noosa Bird sort of jumped on with that, and they've created a My Place here in Canberra. And mate, I was stoked to be there. Over 25 people, really genuinely interested, wide awake people who are really concerned about the way the government's going, particularly with the digital ID and everything like that, let alone the pharmaceutical agenda. And so, yeah, they've started up this My Place. Yeah, and I think they're doing it quite well. Obviously, it hasn't got to the stage where it is a proper private members association, if that's the way, the path that they try to choose to do it. But they're getting ready for things for when, yeah, to stay outside the system. Yeah, I was really impressed with the calibre of people and how they're all working together. They've got their main committee, which is their meeting last night, and then they've got their little subcommittee groups, you know, health and wellbeing and financial and things like that, and starting to have other little groups talking. Yeah, no, I was very impressed to see them all go. So My Place seems to be up and working, and I saw it for myself last night. Yeah, so yeah, well done to that. Private Members Association, if that's the way they go. Yeah, I've got a lot of things going through my mind at the same time with all that, so I go a bit deep with it all, but just choosing which ones I'm going to talk about. But anyway, people are having a crack, they're wide awake, and again, starting to organise at a community level to start their own counties, so to speak. It was good to see. It's good to see some familiar faces, and then a lot of other faces I hadn't seen, but it was, yeah. Let's hope it all works for them. Because ultimately that's what the cabal do, is they make their little secret societies and the little secret clubs and remove themselves outside from the public into the private arenas. It's more of the same of that, but I suppose just doing it for ourselves. Hello, little minor bird. Give you a whistle. I don't know enough about it, so I'm just sitting back watching it all and just seeing what's happening in that. You know, we need some sort of initiative to separate ourselves from the governments as they try to enforce enslavement on everyone. I am really worried about this country being splintered and divided into 1,000 different nations. I suppose that's where my concern is and where I'm watching it. I think the voice to Parliament achieves that for the UN. Particularly, I think it's one of the biggest dangers to this country at the moment, but it's not getting any traction. I'm so proud of you, Australia. Even the Aboriginal people aren't getting on board. They see it as more of a deceit. They've seen this deceit of this Australian government for generations, and it's still ongoing. They just saw another full circle, more deceit, give them a carrot, put them back into the narrative, back into the enslaved system, back into the beast. And yeah, I'm very glad that they're all standing up against this, because yeah, we're all in this together. Not one gets out without the other. And I think the more that the government and all this treachery and treason and all this overreach of enforcement, surveillance, blah 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 continues, we find that we can only look to each other, the Australian people, and trust each other, and skin blind in our human kind, because we are kind, and we're each other's kind, and we're kind to each other, all that good stuff, and we find that that's us on the streets, outside of the system. Yeah, so, but anyway, that's a bit of a talk for the day. Really good to be a part of My Place and see it at work there. Yeah, and hopefully there'll be more of it. But yeah, here today we'll do a proclamation very soon. We'll wander on down. I'll be here tomorrow morning again for the proclamation, and then I'll be heading north to go help my mate John man a few boos to help get Ricardo Bosi and Guru Graham over the line in the New South Wales election in the upper house, and my good mate, one of the bush cookers himself, Sean Ambrose, who's running for the Senate as part of the shooters, fishers and farmers. I might have the farmers and fishers backwards. Yeah, I'm very proud of him, because he won't hold back, and I just hope they get behind him, because he's a very, very intelligent person with a lot of life experience in a lot of these sectors, government sectors, and he sees the deceit, and he really wants to try and navigate our way through this deceit to find our freedom, sanctity of all children, without losing of lives and without us all going to full fisticuffs in the main streets. We want to just do this peacefully, and I don't think anyone likes to be a part of the political system. I know Guru doesn't want to be there. I know Ricardo would rather not be there, and Sean's the same. But they've got to enter play. They've got to use their attributes and their qualities and their skills and their training in some way to make a difference. And I think they've done it. Yeah, and this is the way to do it. So I'm just going to get behind them. I can't enter that fight. So if they're going to enter the fight on that front, I'm going to get 100% behind them. I trust them. I know their hearts. They're beautiful people. And yeah, and I'll just hold this front and go help out where we can, you know. There's so many people on all fronts, you know, everyone's standing in the parks on the weekends, every leader that stands there every weekend, mate, so honourable. Respect and admiration to you all. The Unite and White Vigil, Edith and your team there, mate, still on those fronts, holding the lines, continuing, mate, respect, admiration. I love you guys. You know, the umbrella crew in WA, I love yous, mate. Just, you're my heroes. Even all the free people in Melbourne, you know, that make their protests on the streets for the right reasons, not all the little psyops that we're seeing, mate. I'm so proud of you. Ruby West and her crew up there going to Generals in Brisbane, so bloody proud of you. The mob in Darwin making their stand for the safety of the children. I'm proud of you. The Freedom Front, so the people in the freedom movement in Mackay, mate, what a movement. And at the same time, I have to mention Mandurah in WA. What a movement they've got, mate, wide awake, just wanting freedom and seeing right through the seat. I'm so proud of you. And then the A1 family, all the people behind the Ricardo Bosi, who's the leader of the A1, but all the people across the nation who've just been totally committed, knocking on every wall, door they can to try and find a way through. All the common law people, all those, you know, really studying the Magna Carta, you know. So proud of you, and I think we're all realising that we're all on the same team. We really are. The Iranians protesting up at the Parliament, now the Sikhs protesting. Proud of you. People fighting against the CCP here, the Chinese people. I'm so proud of you. We're there, we're almost there. We just need a spark. And we don't know where it's going to come, but the way I see it is, if we can get the spark, even, like I said, Ricardo Bosi, Guru Graham in the New South Wales election, just get them to, you know, on a platform of mainstream media where they have to be listened to, or at least in opposition to the bloody puppets that are in there, and speak some truth about the, you know, the deceit they're all trying to wash over our bloody, you know, pull the wool over our eyes with. Just a spark. You know, Sean Ambrose, even just him even running, you know, it's a spark. There is a real spark of a great awakening in New South Wales at the moment. And I hope that resonates far and wide and gets very contagious. But just that spark. And I think you'll find that all the people that are making all their stands on all their fronts, all the groups in all the states and territories realise that we're very much together here. We're all the same. It's all the same fight. And in that fight, well, then it's all the same enemy. And they're the ones that need to be held accountable without full systemic failure, without going that far. Yeah, if we can get these guys, if New South Wales puts these guys in, I think it just could be the spark that allows Australia to save itself without having to wait for someone else to come in and save us. all God's warriors, all God's chosen and called. So I'm going to go up there and be a part of it, just do my little bit, which will just be manning a booth and speaking to people on the street, which once again, so much outside my comfort zone. But I've got my mates there. I've got John, I've got Ronnie, I've got Glenn, I've got Sean. You know, all the Cossack crew will be there. Natasha not allowed to be there. She's got to look after herself. But I'll catch up with you, Tash. So speaking of which, got to try and get onto Carl and find out what the link are for those white hats. I'm going to try and buy a white hat. Anyway, it's all quiet behind me. There you go. I've run out of things to say. Whereas everyone's still waiting for Trump to be arrested. Just distractions on. Hey, I look at it too. I don't want him to be arrested, but then you take him out of play and keep him secure and go clean up the mess. I don't know. You all know the narrative. But once again, distraction. They're all looking at Trump and not looking at all the deceit of the cabal. Keep focused on the enemy. Anyway, we've got to have something to talk about, don't we? For those who don't know, I don't want to be triggered. Trump won. Looks like we're getting ready to go, yeah. I like the idea too that I think it's Vote One, the website. I know Daniel Lawson put it up yesterday, which I appreciated. Oh, we're back, righto. So I was about to say something and they decided they were going to cut me off. I don't like it when you talk about things like that, so I'll try again. A lot of things we've been filming too, it just stops and then picks up like 2 minutes later. They're doing that a lot. Even when Blue Balls was on Cossack channel the other day, they cut off his bloody script as soon as he mentioned my name. It like went stop and then picked up at the end of the conversation. But yes, so if you're voting for Guru, for Bosi, get onto the Vote One website that they've got there and register that you've voted for them as well. Because once again, even if they don't get in, which they should, it's like 4% they need, like, honestly. But we know that it's rigged. We know they're more selections, not elections. So they're asking everyone that votes for Guru and Bosi then to go onto their Vote One website and register that you put the vote with them. So then that can be a transparent look of exactly what the votes are. So if it is a fraudulent election, we will visually see that it's a fraudulent selection. But I really think there's so many Australians out there that really care and really see the deceit and have had enough and know they're not going to get it by voting for more of the same in the four major parties, that they're going to go independent and vote one of these A1 independents and pay the A1 ticket. And I really hope that they include Sean Ambrose, who's running for the Senate in the Shooters, Fishers and Farms. And I'll tell you, mate, if they try to shut Sean down, you watch, mate, he's a man, mate. He'll stand up. He will not renege on his moral integrity at all. I know that. So yeah, mate, watching is a very powerful piece of play. And yeah, like I said, he feels like he's been called to do it. So something's going to happen here, something there. But anyway, that's enough about that. We've given that the plug. We'll head on down. I'll just close my eyes. Bill. What a good bloke, eh? We've had a chat since bloody I first got here this morning. Yeah, he's a live one. He's well and truly alive, that bloke. Has a good vibe, good energy. He's going to duck off now. He's like not a camera person. He showed me some of the footage of an arrest of him back in 1998, and the media referred it to as an arrest similar to Rodney King, how he's been treated. Right, he's been in the fight for a while, this bloke. I thank him very much for the donation, which has been passed into the kitty with the team here. G'day. G'day. Got your lapis lazuli? Lapis lazuli? Yeah, yeah. Oh, might spin around and let that have a look at where we're going. Right, let's look at me again. Come on, you can do it. There we go. What have I forgot? Nothing? No, that's fine. Corey's got it all under control nowadays. Where's Groggery? I haven't seen him this morning. Good morning, Greg, if you're there, mate. Where we Greg 1, we Greg all. Yeah, well, well, that's how they control the demographics, is through the Centrelink system, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I saw them change the demographic in Mandurah and WA. Mandurah had a long-term strategic plan to become like the retirement capital of Australia, similar to like a Florida is in the US. Yep. And they've done it well, but then using the work for the dole programs and pushing it so hard that they moved that demographic outside into the Waroona area further south, where there was no work for the dole. So they all moved out there, and that's how they changed the demographic, and then all the retirees and those move in. G'day, mate. Oh, the building evacuation, yeah. Oh, right, no, I haven't heard anything. Oh, really? Oh, no. I was expecting to see us back there because I went back there to camp for the night, sleep for the night, so there was no camp. I'll tell you right now, it's very uncomfortable. Yeah. He's a brave man, mate. Yeah. Oh, he forgot something.
You're a crazy man.
Will I see you again?
Yes, I'll be back. You're a crazy man. That's what it's about that.
Yeah. Oh, you rebel. I know. I got booted over the swim up. They all wanted to sit there, have their meal, and just listen quietly to the music. know. I know.
Didn't want to love it.
No, yeah, it was more of a sit down dinner and listen to him play, not like get up and dance and yeah. Anyway. Mate Cooter, who got married. Cooter Munja. We all need your nicknames in there. If you don't have one, you get named after the town that you come from. He was adamant he was going to be named Cooter. He's a good man. We're changing the colour of the leaves, eh? Already starting to really red, isn't it? It happened quickly. Red is red. The maple leaf on the Canadian flag is a red one or a white one? Is it white on a red background or red on a white background? I don't know. I'll ask. Not Karen's diamond, she. Beautiful. Yeah, no, I've got dyslexia in my memory. Red maple leaf. Another beautiful day. I'm sick and tired of doing this. Move all the way, Governor. Pretty bloody petty. What have we got across the way today? Oh, what is? Ooh,
I could smell it coming down.
ew. We've been slimed.
Yeah, is that what's coming out?
Algae bloom. Water's greener than the floor. An algal bloom in Lake Burley Griffin. It's like a witch's cauldron. Bubbling. This too. Frothing. Festering.
Like this yesterday.
Wonder if that's
Bird green? Or is it where it just coming out of the sky?
I don't know. Is that what mRNA looks like?
Well, if it makes limbs fall off and
Look at the swirl of it out there.
blood clots and all this other stuff.
Anyway, yeah, that's pretty full on.
January 4th. January 5th, they paid the current 5th of January.
Corey hasn't seen it. We'll see what he reckons when he sees it.
Well, they want us to pay for a talk payment.
Oh, come on, police. That's not cricket. Come on, mate. Whose side are you on?
stole his car, illegally stole his car. And now they threaten him off the car because they want us to pay money to get it from there to there. Like 100 metres. Judges, the magistrate didn't give a fuck when he said that to us. He was more lenient on someone else was like a minor problem, you stole, than they were for Toby when they stole his car. Nothing against Paul. He deserves to be looked after. But the fact that a homeless man has stolen not only his transport, but his car, his vehicle. Oh no, you have to. That's a civil matter. I can't look at that.
Can't hear me. Really? Oh. Did they just watch me talking to myself for 2 hours, have they?
I don't know. Oh, maybe he could hear. He can't maybe hear.
Oh.
He won't hear.
Very hard to hear. Okay, so I've just taken the sock off. Is that better? Are you? Oh, I don't know what's going.
I need that phone actually. I'll get this phone set up over there. Yeah, I know. That's why they're saying don't swim in the lake at the moment.
I don't know what. Well, they.
It's because we got no water flow at the moment, so it's. He's growing badly.
I'm more talking about the sound here. When I started talking earlier, they switched us off, so I reckon they're playing with the sound. Now, let me scroll to the bottom. Geez, a lot of feeding.
Sorry, Vicky and Hams. I'll call you back when we're finished.
Can you guys hear me now? Radio check, Diggs. Radio check. Over. Maybe they can't hear me. I don't know what to do about it.
I can't go online. If I try and go online, it cuts the stream, so I can't do anything on that. All I can get is Bluetooth and stuff.
All right, radio check. You can hear me. We can hear you, but very quiet. Sock off marginally better. Can hear every creak and movement of the tripod. Can hear you, yeah. Yeah, no, I've just done the volume now. Maybe that was it. Oh, he's going to get a free lesson. There's a free lesson coming. I can see, there it is there. It's walking down the free lesson. There he is. Oh. Right. Hopefully the sound's better. Hey, Vaughan. Been the water?
So Dan, you got the phone.
Give me the phone.
Something different. I'm going to hold the flag today, guys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool, that's good, good.
All right, sweet. But I'll operate the phone. I'll do the thing.
You're all over this thing.
Stand fast! They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow old, not grow old, as we are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.
We will remember them. Lest we forget. David Hurley, as Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian men and women, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report that was presented to the Wood Royal Commission 95 to 97. If you do not have a copy of this, ask the Governor of New South Wales, and I'm sure she'll oblige with an unredacted copy for you to do your job, Hurley. The Wood Royal Commission has catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, that sounds like an oxymoron, that resulted in a 90-year suppression order in New South Wales. It contained 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, even an ex-Prime Minister, and others, frightfully enough. There was more than their names. There was evidence against each and every one of them to be presented to a court of law under the charges of child trafficking and or pedophilia. So it's unacceptable that yourself and the Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order and have these 28 people face court with these charges. And they tell us it's for our supposedly safety and well-being of the population. Is not only ridiculous, but it's totally unacceptable. This was revisited in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, when the then Senator Bill Hefton delivered the same request for the findings to be released so that these people could face a court of law. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem, although that's a massive problem for us. It's when a group of people such as these 28 people who have the evidence against them from the police report keep each other's secret and expect the government and yourself to keep their secret because of their high-profile positions. This is unacceptable. In Australia, all are under the law, regardless of what job description they have. Further into his appeal, Hefton quoted Judge Wood, who said, when asked why he did not deal with it in the Royal Commission, because it was accepted into the Royal Commission by QC Crook, who signed off on it, he said this: we, I wonder who the we were, decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. I wonder how many of those 28 are judges after that comment. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of this police report from the Wood Royal Commission, given that the Australian taxpayer paid out roughly $64 million on the case? We're not complaining about the cost, but we have a right to full disclosure of the investigation, given that we paid for it. So here we stand, 26 painful years later. We've stood every week since August 30th, 2021 at Government House in Queensland. And Jeanette Young has said it's not her business, it's your business, Governor General Hurley. And we've stood daily before your house, which is our house, since the 7th of February, 2022. We're either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of this appalling industry of child trafficking and child rape. We, the people, also require the individual honoured with the position of Governor General, that's you, Hurley, if you don't understand, to uphold the requirements of the office of Governor General, which is to stand between the people and a tyrannical government. And we want to know why you have not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in trying to stop us peacefully, politically protesting on this issue by making shit up and putting us into court to only have the court throw the charges out. Also, police have stolen vehicles and locked them up and refused to release them. But the police will do nothing about it. The court will do nothing about it. And you yourself seem to be still sitting on your hands doing nothing about it. This is unacceptable. You are not doing the job we're paying you for, and you need to step up or step down. It is up to the men and women and children of Australia to determine our level of confidence in the police. I have none. In the judiciary system, I have none. In the parliament, I have absolutely none. And in yourself on this matter. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women of Australia.
Beautiful. Thanks, Joel. Drum Joel Supremo.
Talking about the safety of our children, which is our future, if we look at DCJ housing, they say that every child should have a roof over their head. And that is part of the criteria to get your child back after they have illegally taken them, or maybe legally in some instances. So why should children not have the right to live in a safe and free community without predators and without monsters that commit these horrible crimes and destroy lives of innocent children forever? How can someone sit there turning a blind eye to this sort of atrocity? Are you on that list of 28, Hurley? Is that why you're not talking up? You know who I am, and I know who you are. I have lost confidence in this government, federal, state and local. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writ for a fresh and fair election immediately. Further, we want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately. That means no snippets, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So we can look after the children, the innocent, for the future of this country. These two things are not up for negotiation. We'll be here every day, over 400 days now, and you still sit there silent. What kind of world and what kind of man are you? What kind of world do you want our children to grow up in?
Digital world, mate.
I reckon you should just stand yourself down.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. Thank you, General.
And I've got a bit of research for you. Integrity. Look it up.
Yeah, there's a crowd there watching today. Yep.
Yeah, look at that blue water. That's gross, eh?
David. This is the Honourable David. Many things have happened in our system. You haven't presided over them all. But your office still makes you responsible. Now, referendum. Look at our Constitution. A referendum can be only brought by the people, the men and women. The government has no authority to create their own referendums for their own gain. The Voice is illegal as a referendum. It did not come from the people. The people it supposedly represent have stated they do not want it. You cannot let this occur, or you will be complicit. Many things have changed. In 1966, what happened? How do you get paid? Maybe you need to check our Constitution again. The coin of the realm, the British pound. It is our legal tender, not a fiat currency, not the lie that's been purported by the governments. This is once again against the people. You may not have done it, but by doing nothing,
just like the Woods Royal Commission, you become complicit in the crime. And it is crime. It's not a civil matter. It is crime. Do your research.
Hey Dan, can you ask about our reply as well while you're there? I've got to go over there and speak to them, but you might as well let them know the cops listen to us. You might as well ask questions.
Governor General! Oh, do you see that? That was a nice sized fish. I wouldn't eat it. But did they? Jesus, huge. Governor General, we're waiting on the reply of the letter. Reminder that your silence is acquiescence. We're still here, Governor.
Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years ago past, and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who kicks out the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. They try so hard, we try not laugh. They turn my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take a to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We can't make a proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna can't cut you loose, knock knock. Yeah, who at the door? Makada, bring on the storm. Library to empty, thought we were gone, regroup and come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We will cry, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you mob, we unite. You don't call the shots, Sovereign's been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return of the Sovereign, but they never left, yeah, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization, it's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new way this war is fought. Alowari for the law and in June income war accords. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who keeps at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up with a man on bail and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared. Front line, you can bet I'm there. Even when we're gone, our spirit lives on. Yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Never got a jab, never wore a mask. 2 years go past and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They raided the camps, done all the camps. Who kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They've broken the roads, broken the law, but can't break the spirit now. We're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. They smashed my car and locked me up, but I'm out on bail and I'm still here. Still here, motherfuckers!
I think you're sick of hearing that song. No disrespect.
Something like calm before the storm, like they're ready to come in into this.
Anytime today.
Maybe we should do he does that every day.
Go around song. Crush goes out there Monday, but then it's been a week as always. But I do have to go around there and try and get something happen about this fire. Sorry, Diggs, don't mean to shake this around.
There we go. Go check some possums.
Toby walked off with it the other week. Phone here. He's gone halfway back.
I'll go check some possums. Had a little possum come visit me last night. Finished my T-bone. I love it. T-bone, cooked a few veggies and things, and then I thought, well, I'll just lay it here. I had a feeling something might have been around. And it took within 5 minutes, a big possum comes up and just picks up the T-bone and just starts gnawing into it. It loved it. It was even making little sounds how much he was enjoying it. Well, I'm not going to start bringing you guys T-bones, okay? Hello, possums. How are you? You okay? Hey, you doing all right in there? Randy, I'm trying not to cooking on the top. Little kookaburra. You might know him. I hope you're doing alright. You have a great day. Stay dry. No, I am. Oh, is that zoomed in? Oh, that's not gonna. Oh, I'm sorry, Diggs. We'll do it again. Sorry, we didn't get a really good look on it. It was a bit long. But yeah, whoops, zoomed it in. Sorry, Katie. Hopefully you got a better look at it the next time round. Well, everyone's slowly getting back. I was sort of, for Bill there, he was boiling vinegar. He says, by boiling vinegar can clear the sky of chemtrails. It hasn't worked in this case. I was almost hoping he was right. Maybe they just sprayed too bloody hard. I don't know. I love it when you meet up with the people that are watching or have seen us and tune in. He was there bright and early this morning too, hoping to catch us before the camera came on. She doesn't like cameras. Who does really? Yeah, so what else is on the play? What else is on the cards? Cross country? Yeah, well, I'm geared up for it. I'm rigged out. fresh smell, like the grass cut smell. I know I just walked past grass cut just there. There's a nice clean smell in the air. Just saw an algal bloom in the Burley Griffin, and we know they've been spraying the skies for days. It's a nice fresh air, so to speak. Look at the trees, you'd think it would be. Yeah, I might take the day and catch up on a few of my programs myself. I've missed a couple of Carl Leibold's shows. I've missed a few of the Guru ones. Mind you, I'm not even sure if Guru's been on. He's probably been, out trying to win votes. But I'll get online today and check out a few things. Maybe I'll go get another T-bone. Yeah, we'll be here again tomorrow morning, and then I'll be up head up Sydney way and help man some booths and hand out leaflets and talk to publics and all that stuff. Maddie working diligently still. We miss you, Groggery. Where are you, mate? Oh well, I suppose you got to go missing before people can miss you. Someone's been Pistachio City over here. Oh, I'll get a kettle on, let you face back towards where the digs will come back. You listen to me, you minor bird. I haven't been told today, you guys might as well tell me. I'll make a coffee and I'll sit down and see what everyone's saying. Might learn something. Just might learn something. I don't know what happened with that volume thing earlier. I'm just sorry. I'm reading me messages. They've Tash wants me to post something, so I'm just doing that quickly now. Alright, so I've got to send these two together. So that one there, done, and this one there, and done. Oh, thank you. I've got an eagle feather for that to sit next to you. Thank you. I've got a little feather. Oh, look at that one. It's a Bella. I'll put that eagle feather. Alright. See that one there. Anyway, how are we doing? Yeah, and I understand that a lot of people have different opinions, but I'm allowed to share mine. And I'm very vocal, and at least you know that I'm also loyal. I'll stand right by us, you know. Oh, we're right, thanks. Where are we? Smoko family. Get a possum close up. Precious hearts. There's answers in our tonight's show. Righto. There it is on Rumble. Oop, there's my kettlebell. Oh, look at that. Coffee syrup with honey. Oh, I'm happy. Yesterday's view of them warmed my heart for a full year. There you go. See you later, Nana Wanda. Doing an ad for Bosie and Guru. I've got clips done now, adding text and voiceover. It should be up later this afternoon. Cool, mate. I look forward to seeing it. Good on you. That's it. We can all participate any way that we want and can. Memes always wins, all that sort of stuff. Just reading last Pinster here. Very smart idea. We haven't done it, but discussions are underway in that area, Pinster. You think of everything that the men and women have been subject to while here in Canberra, going back to Epic and even the protests at the National Library, things like that. We have enough evidence to launch a landmark lawsuit against the government or Governor General or the police to be proven beyond reasonable doubt. Got a yowie here, Michael.
Oh, look,
It's a yowie.
It's a rare animal. It's a honourable David.
It's an honourable David. It's a rare animal. It's a yowie of the honourable David variety. That's what was I talking about? Yeah. So, yeah, and to prove beyond reasonable doubt as well. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I know there's key people looking in that direction at the moment.
Can we try and swap Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
If you can put the Wi-Fi, so your stream's coming off the Wi-Fi, so I can make a phone call.
I'll see what I can do here right now.
I'll give you a couple of minutes. Yeah, I need to try and sort something out with David.
All right, Diggs, if you go missing for a minute, just stand by because it'll come back. Wi-Fi, you want my Wi-Fi? All right. Just doing my best to help out. Let's see where everyone's doing what they can. ACT, election interference. If it happened to anyone else, it would be proving how much corruption, how scared they really are. Well, that's pretty much what they're proving. Damn straight they're scared. That's right, good on you, Kerry. The election results, I'm hoping the white hats do a little interfering your way. Well, that's the other thing is that they're hoping to break the algorithms, get that many voting that it breaks the algorithms, similar to what Trump did against Hillary. I don't know how it all works, and of course I'm just a simple soldier sitting back here watching and trying to put pieces together, join the dots like you guys. Oh, there I am. G'day. Nice to see you. That's off to you. Could get up being a little bit steamy later. We're not putting the top on. It's in my feet now. I couldn't see it. Cheers. Right, where were we? Oh, I hope so. And if anyone wants white hats, you can get on Carl Leibold. I'll try and get a link for it. Because the white hat money goes to support one of our own, very special own. One of our diggers that I care very much about, and really money needs to get there really at the moment. The tall grass. Well, he was advising in his position as school principal at police, taking children for undisclosed adventures from isolated schools. And Joel mentioned it back there before. You know, every child deserves a roof over their head. More than that, they deserve every parent. They deserve their parents and a roof over their head. So if the parents don't have a roof over their head, you don't take the children off the parents just to look after children. You take the whole family, mate. We've got enough money there, the people that need the help. And if the family are in disarray or going through some problems, well, you don't just cast them out and kick them out. And we've got to be better at empowering that family back to normal. When people fall, it's normally for a very good reason. If you help get them back to those reasons and fix those reasons, you'll find them, you know, people who self-medicate. You know, once that reason's taken away, they're medicating for a reason. You help them fix their problems, and before you know it, their spirit returns and they put that stuff away on their own. But anyway, every child deserves its parents. Even more than that, every child born deserves a mother and a father. I did. There's a dog on my phone.
Beautiful.
Well done.
And you hooked it up, no
Hooked
stress.
up, mate. Yeah, we went off their line for a little bit, but then we were live again before you know it.
Thanks for hanging around, Diggs. I'm glad Dan sorted that easy. Yep. Would have taken me 3 hours.
Yeah, and when you have your phone call, but then I'll put that other channel on there.
No worries.
I'll try again with that other
Oh,
channel.
not on here.
Oh no, on this one. Yeah, we'll do it when I'm off. That's right. Yeah, gotcha. We've got a dedicated filming phone here now. Nice phone. Got some nice colours in it too. Little shades of greens in there, and mustards and coyotes. Spice racks over there. Oh, I see all my new where am I? My new stickers along there. Yeah, right, that way. I can't find my finger. Oh, those stickers there, mate. You've all seen them before. Let's go around. Yeah, these are the collector's items. These ones, I've seen them all before. All those ones, I'll put them up. I've got to get the 2 new ones that he's printed out. I won't say his name, but he's a good man. He's full of energy. Great to see him around when he's handing out stickers, the sticker man. Oh, there's Skippy. G'day, Skip. Yeah, it's becoming a nice little thing. Is he dipping his stick? You dipping your stick?
Dipping my stick.
Oh, how'd it go anyway? Was he well oiled?
Yeah, I'll give him a little bit of a drink. We're sitting at a bit of an angle at the moment.
This is one's a him, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, it just depends on pronouns. I don't want to get in too much trouble.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, some people drive hims, others drive hers.
In her, scenario.
They do identify. They let you know which one they are. But this might be a him, a bit of a grunt about it. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's a bit that runs it.
Yeah, that's the sucker who's being pushed with.
That's the one. Which part's broken? Oh, the motor bit. Well, I'm about to tune out this. I'm going to go do my thing. I'll sit here and burst into flames. I'll sit here, burst into flames and partake in a dirty, filthy durry with you guys, my friends. I hope you're my friends. I see you, my friends. Oh, cool. Secret statue. We have a little pocket for it. Everyone needs a money, otherwise you'll never find it. You gotta go, mate. Too easy. Will do, mate. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Then I'm gonna head up Sydney Way. So I'll help out. And yeah, but I'll see you tomorrow, mate. Cool. Yeah, I know. Too easy. Mission control. Al's on his way out. Al's one of our digital digs. Nowadays he's known as just me and Skippy. How disgusting, what a wonderful single father of two girls. He asked, what have they all done in their time in office? And that's what it's about. It's not so much if you like them or anything. They're the ones who are going to bring the truth, the cold, hard truth, hold them accountable to the truth, whether we like them or not. And I think that's the best thing Australians can vote for at the moment, is vote for truth, because that's a vote for ourselves. And I've been very careful on who I back, which horses I back, because I've backed the wrong horses so many bloody times. But there really hasn't been anyone to actually vote for in the elections I've been a part of, except for these last few years of independence. Yeah, you've definitely got a candidate to vote for here, 2, 3, 4, 18 apparently, but yeah, definitely the top 4, as in Guru, Bosie, Jackie George and Franco. I've got to remember Franco's last name. Tedesco or something like that. Yeah, look, maybe this phone, I don't know what to do about the volume. I'm very sorry they're playing around with us.
You back tomorrow?
Yes, mate, I'll be in the morning. See you, mate. I know. It's sickening to watch. Makes your stomach bloody, yeah, turn just watching them not debate the issues. Anyway, you guys see as much as I do. Suppose we've got to go figure out what to do with Tobias's car. Yeah, look, hang on, let's have a look at some settings here. Nah, mute microphone, that's no good to me. I can't get into them. Then I have to get deeper in it. Alright, we'll look at it. I do need to get a microphone set up. Turn this volume up as loud as I can. It's even saying it's up. Hang on, let me do that drop down box. What's that one? Media. How's that? System. How's that? Did I do it? Did I do it, Diggs? Is that better? Okay. Thank you. Yeah, all right. We'll have a look at this sound. Politicians, lawyers, and used car salesmen. A bit better. All right. I really thought I might have nailed it there. We'll have to look at the settings. I'm sorry. Well, the sun's out. I'm not sure if it's to do with the vinegar boiling. We didn't quite get the clear sky, but then again, he wasn't here for the full time that he wanted, I suppose. And I'm not having a dig at him because I actually really enjoyed the guy's company. Yeah, a real live wire, that bloke. Yeah, I enjoy characters like that. Bill, thank you very much for your visit this morning. Hopefully see him up in Sydney and around about again. He's always on the fronts, getting around, engaging with people, and then he made a very generous donation as well. So I'll pass that through to Corey, and Karen put it on the books. Like I said, I'm not taking money. I'm trying to just look after myself with my own money. And any donations are going into the kitty here. And many people, even on the little travels up there, had money thrown in. And really appreciate it. Yeah, a bit of a clean out over here. Getting under the cab. Love work, I could watch it all day. Yeah, anyway, I'm boring the shit out of myself, Diggs. I don't have much to say to you, I'm sorry, and you know, if any other from I haven't got anything to say, I'm not going to speak just for the sound of my voice. I'll have to try that meeting wall off on the right day. There's a lot of little different things. I know, well, Luke and Nell, I haven't seen the setup, so I can only imagine the concept of it, but he's using frequencies to bring energies into the house and clear the skies above him, and he's experimenting with frequencies basically, and all hats off to him. I hope it works, and I look forward to seeing where his little experiments get him. We've had things here which I'm not so sure of, because there's a fine line where you cross into spellcraft and stuff, and I'm not into it. But yeah, some of the lads here all had copper bangles. I don't like bangles. When I wear jewellery and such, you know, bangles are like handcuffs. It's like you're in bondage with something. But that doesn't matter. Each to their own. But they'd have their copper bangles, and they'd pull them off and set them up in a little pyramid and sit them in the sky and wait 3 hours or something, and then it'll go away. But to me, that's more, I don't know, it's a fine line. We'll all find the way. You know, I just look at it and take note of it. Yeah, but I don't know what's working, what's not. And at the moment, I'm quite happy for the cloud cover. I've got enough charge on my panels. Quite happy to have a little cloud cover and go back and have it, you know, mid-morning or afternoon kip. Mind you, if it does get warm and the sun comes out, I'll go have a bath. Not in Lake Burley Griffin. No bloody way. You see that cesspool down there? Algal bloom. Yeah, looking back at the mountains over there, look very dark and suspicious over there. Oh, yeah, sorry. Can't really see, but right through there, yeah, very dark. No, it doesn't even look that bad through the camera. Oh, we're going to get some water. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Rosalie. There's good minds at it, so we don't have to be experts at everything. Just know who's becoming experts and what, and then we get to use each other's strengths and weaknesses. It's the beauty about working together as free people. Well, there's a lot of stuff here I don't do, but I know who I need to see when I need the information. Actually, I should be yelling, eh? I need to get a microphone. Yeah, look, I'm going to go too, Diggs. So, yeah, vinegar. Yeah, I know. It was another. Look, he stood by it that he boils litres of vinegar, and within a couple of hours, the air clears and the cloud goes, and even to a degree where there's a big round circle above him where there's no clouds. It was a new one for me, a new one for the day. I can't say it's worked here at the moment, but he wasn't here the whole time. But he was trying to prove something and he wanted me to mention it. So put it out there to you guys. You guys can be the judge of it. But him as a character and as a person, mate, I enjoyed his company. Yeah, he's a live wire. Yeah, a live one. The lifeblood flows in him for sure. And I think he's been the subject of force by the authorities against him for several years now, and it tends to bring out the eccentric side of us sometimes. The more we're cast out. But yeah, I just saw a beautiful character there. 100%. No, yeah, okay, 100% of your TV. Am I on the TV? Sweet. Big screen? Little screen? Well, once I tune out, I will get on the settings and have a look, see what we can't do better. Don't know what to do better. But anyway, what do you reckon? Yeah, I'm not telling you to try. I don't know. It didn't work here, but he kept saying it. There's something in it. I don't know. But it couldn't be bad for you. I heard one today which I'd like to try. Getting all the fresh cloves of garlic, put them in a jar, put honey over the garlic, and then, you know, every couple of days or every day for, you know, say 6 weeks, just keep turning the jar over, keep just moving around, and then you end up with a medicine in it, which they reckon is bloody good stuff. I wouldn't mind trying that myself. Being a honey man. All right, Diggs, we're going to tune out. We'll see you again tomorrow. I'm not sure if there's much more happening today. I think we might have the rest of the day off. But yeah, here again tomorrow, Thursday. And then I'll head up Sydney and do what I can to help get some people over the line in the election to bring awareness to the fight. But God bless yous. Be with yous again soon. Oh, honey. Thank you to Dan Feely, Bugler Dan, and this honey from Mount Tambourine. And I believe Dan's doing concreting today with Ma and Hans. He's a good man. Best after 6 months. Yeah, there was a 6 something, so 6 months. Yeah. Is there another name for it? That they actually then call it something like? It doesn't really matter, but yeah, I'd like to try it. I try to use garlic in every meal, basically. Probably no wonder I've got no bloody girlfriend. But yeah, Garlic City. I'll keep the bugs away. Yeah, I reckon copper's good for that sort of stuff, Rosalie. Yeah. Yeah. I know there's a bit of an oddity how we don't want heavy metals in our food or in our system, at least in our bodies. Yet we seem to need heavy metals, as in your zincs and your magnesiums, and I don't know that we need aluminium, but copper. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. Just gonna have to sit back and watch the show. All right, going to tune out. Good for the vamps. See, no vamps. Haven't seen any of them around for a while. Grab an Italian girl. Talks with the hands. Righto, Diggs. We'll catch you later. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I love yous from here.